Texas Steampunk Connection. I'm Flavio.
And I'm Tax. We are your source for steampunk event information in the great free state of Texas.
Yes, we also review steampunk movies, books, comics, and games.
Also, we're going to talk with celebrity guests from the local steampunk community.
Alright, thank you for tuning in, and now on with the episode. Well, hello! This is another episode of Texas Steampunk Connection. This is episode 17.
And you're hearing Flavio and Tax coming to you live, at least from our point of view.
Right? It is currently December 11th, 2016. We just got back from High Noon Steampunk Gathering.
High Noon Steampunk Adventure at the Ghost Town, which we've been talking about for a couple episodes. That one of those things that was coming up, and we went to it.
It was a pleasant time. I had a good time.
Yeah, the weather was good. It was pretty cold yesterday, but today it warmed up to a very reasonable level. It was still fairly wet.
A little windy.
Yeah. But it didn't keep us from going outside. They had a laser tag game, and then
Mad croquet,
or what did I call it?
Combat croquet or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It was fun to watch mostly.
It was chaotic. That's what I can say.
I couldn't tell if people were, taking turns or if it was just every man for himself or what.
There was also apparently some poker and some blackjack, and there was some gambling. Well, not real gambling, but there was some card games going.
We played a few games. It was fun. What I liked mostly was there was a lot of new people that I hadn't met or gotten to talk to before.
Exactly. That's cool. We got new people coming. They were coming from the Killeen.
We got a lot of people from the Central Texas Steampunk Group.
Yep.
Which is
thank you all for joining us.
Out of Killeen, or general area.
Yep.
And that was pretty awesome. Glad you guys came out. It was great to meet you. And
we actually had one guy come down from Mansfield from Steampunk. He was at Steampunk November, apparently.
Nearby Mansfield.
Nearby Mansfield, but up north, further north than I was expecting anybody to come from. And
right.
Thank you very much for joining us. That was awesome of you. The whole thing behind this is our friend Scott is trying to make this a going concern. He wants to build this. He wants to have more people and more people. He's trying to make it a big thing. It's off to a really slow start, but it has potential. It really has potential.
We've gone on about how cool the Hillary Ghost Town is previously.
Yeah, it's still cool.
It is still really neat. But I won't bore you with going on and on again. Yes, I will.
But really, they went through all the trouble of building this ghost town. we have to go play in it. Come on.
It was a lot of fun. And it didn't cost us anything.
Right, it's free to get in. How about that? The only thing they ask is, perhaps buy something at their grill and their little bar. They got beer,
burgers, hot dogs.
Yeah.
More beer.
Cheesy tots.
Yeah. And tater tots covered in squeezy cheese. Oh god.
So it's not required, but it's just polite to buy something there. Just to help them out.
It's not like you're losing out.
Exactly. Exactly. So next time one of these come up, we highly recommend. Come on, join us. The more the merrier. The more people show up, the more fun it'll be, kind of thing.
But of course, I recommend coming out. We're talking about it. I think it's a good idea. Get out of the house.
Yeah. Like I said,
the dead of winter, but the dead of winter is like 50 degrees here.
I know, right? It's nice. You get to wear your full garb.
The only time you can go out in the heat.
Exactly. You can wear that outfit that you think it's too hot to wear. It'd be great.
Wear my poncho.
Yeah. Which I keep forgetting I have one myself. We both bought it in Mexico. Bought them in Mexico.
Right.
So they're actually authentic Mexican ponchos because we bought them in Mexico.
From a local Mexican guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But that's neither here nor there. So that's what we did today. What did you do today? We really don't have a whole lot to talk about, really, but it's, I feel obligated because, every 2 weeks, and this is the time.
We're coming up to the end of the year, obviously.
Yep.
And when we get into December, there's so many things going on in real life. Preparation for
the holidays, Christmas this, Christmas that, Hanukkah this, and all the other stuff,
family coming over, everybody's looking for Christmas presents, and everybody's throwing parties, and it's hard to fit in a steam pub.
Wait, everybody's throwing parties? I'm not invited to any parties. Are you invited to parties?
Where I go, it is a party.
Oh, okay.
I bring the party.
Oh, so I'm having a party right now, is what you're saying. Are we partying? Oh, yes, that's a very nice drink here.
We'll come to that in a second. But really, there's less and less to report on the goings-on in steampunk because people are too busy, I guess.
Although you would think that, Victorian and Christmas, they should go together well, but there's not a whole lot of it going on. Well, although Dickens on the Strand happened again this weekend because last weekend it was canceled or rained out or something. It flooded, yeah.
Saturday they were open and struggled to keep a stiff upper lip in the face of
flood,
the wet adversity. But Sunday they just closed because they had so much water that it was not worth it to keep fighting it on Sunday. But they opened again this Friday and Saturday.
So, and we missed that again as well.
Well,
but we had other things.
A last minute thing, and we had plans. Alex, I did, and Fridays we work. But I'd love to hear anybody who did go, and tell us, how it went. Did you have a good time? Who all was able to keep the torch fires burning?
Don't be afraid to message us on Facebook, Texas Steampunk Connection on Facebook. Either private messages or just put a message on the page.
I love seeing messages on our Facebook page because I have nothing better to do all day. And through Facebook.
He works really hard, honest.
Hardly working.
Oh, I'm sure nobody from your work listens, huh?
No.
I know nobody from mine listens. But so moving on. What next? What are we talking about next? Well, this is a fine drink you have here.
Being that we're coming closer to the holidays and the weather is getting colder, I've been...
Actually, I think we're back to a warming trend now in Texas.
Well, yeah, this weekend. It's cold on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's time to talk about holiday drinks or hot drinks or things to keep you
warm on the inside,
reinforced,
or not carrying that as cold.
Whatever. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, but it helps.
Yeah, it helps.
So we've got a few things that we can talk about.
Well, what did you serve me? What is this? What am I drinking?
Okay, so what I have made for us right here is called Guinness Punch. It is a traditional Jamaican drink. It just so happens that Jamaicans drink a lot of Guinness. Jamaica used to be an English territory, and so they have a lot of ties to British culture and drinks of choice.
This is a good one.
So what is the name of that beer that Jamaica exports?
Oh, Jamaican beer?
Yeah.
Red Stripe?
Red Stripe. Jamaicans don't actually drink Red Stripe.
Right, they send that to us.
They sell it to silly Americans. If you like drink Red Stripe, good for you.
Yeah, not for me.
But they do drink Guinness, and there is I believe. No, I'm thinking of Belize, also an English colony. Anyway, Jamaicans have this fascinating drink called Guinness Punch, and I will tell you how to make it.
It's really good.
We are drinking it right now, and I described it to a number of friends just recently as the stuff you wish eggnog was.
Yeah, definitely.
Every year I think, it's holiday season, it's eggnog season, and I love eggnog.
No, you don't.
And then I buy it, and you're right, I don't. It's gross. It's a little gluey and not anything I want to drink.
Why would anybody drink this?
But I want to like it, and this is pretty close to what I wish eggnog was.
Oh, yeah.
And Fabio even likes it.
It's good. I'm really enjoying this. What's in it? It's Guinness, obviously.
So here's how I make it. And you can look online and find recipes that are very similar. Any of them. But the basic components, you take 2 of your tall boys of Guinness, which is like a 14.5 ounce each. Okay? Pour them into a pitcher. And then take a can of sweetened condensed milk, which is 14 ounces, I think. No. I don't remember how many. I just made it, but
it's good.
Pour that in. If you've never had played with sweetened condensed milk before, neither had I. It looks gross. It looks
it's
like
not very liquidy.
it's like paste. It looks like glue. And you taste it as just sort of a sweet, gluey substance. Anyway, scoop that stuff out with a spoon and get it into that pitcher. Okay, and that is basically the basis for this stuff. There's more. Wait,
that's a start. Yes,
but from there, recipes will vary. In the drink we're drinking right now, I put in 2 eggs, but I've also made it without 2 eggs, and that worked too. It makes it frothier with the eggs.
That makes it more eggnoggish.
I guess. You might be concerned that you're going to drink these eggs raw, and that can be dangerous. But only slightly,
The alcohol will take care of that.
Probably not.
No? Oh, well.
Okay, then you add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Yeah, that's what I'm tasting.
And then 1 teaspoon of... No, half a teaspoon of nutmeg.
You just made it.
Yeah, but I've drank a few of them.
Oh, yeah.
Half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And I've seen some recipes either call for a little vanilla, like a tablespoon of vanilla, or cocoa powder. You can go with both. You can go with neither.
What did you use?
I have found some vanilla, so I went that.
Okay.
And I've never seen a recipe that calls for this, but in Jamaica, it was in everything, and that is allspice. And to me, allspice is the flavor of Jamaica. When I went down and toured there, in Jamaica they call it what do they call it?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
What do you call those little things in the middle of olives?
In the middle of olives?
Yeah.
Pits?
No. When they pull the pit out, they put that little red cube of whatever it is in there.
You've stumped me.
Pimento.
Oh, pimento.
It is not that.
Okay.
That thing I just described that we call pimento is not the same as Jamaicans call allspice pimento. And since it grows there like trees, I figured they're the expert. They call it pimento. We should probably call it pimento too. But that gets confusing when you're thinking of that weird stuff in cheese. No, not that. Okay, so I put a half a teaspoon of allspice, in there. And then I took a mixer and I mixed it up real good so it got big and frothy. And I poured it into glasses, and we're serving it cold.
It's nice. This is very smooth,
but it's not gluey or
no. It's smooth. It's a nice smooth.
It's thin. It's very sweet.
Yeah,
because of the sweetened condensed milk.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. This should be what eggnog is. Eggnog should be this.
and that flavor you're tasting mostly is the allspice. And maybe could have put less in there.
I don't know,
but I like it. So.
I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm not complaining. But that's good. This is good stuff. So I don't know if it's steampunk, but wine. It's fun and it's tasty.
It's of the period. I would have to do more research.
But it's close enough, as we say.
But if you're familiar with Guinness at all, it is a very low alcohol content.
True. Yeah.
And when you're mixing it with sweetened condensed milk and all these other things, it's it's barely an alcoholic drink.
Now, I saw a friend earlier when you described it, when you said she made a face, and you said you made the same face when you first heard about it.
Oh, that's another drink we're talking about.
Oh, that's the other drink?
That is. So then we're moving on.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about this, but okay.
That is hot Dr. Pepper.
Oh, right, the hot Dr. Pepper. Yes, there's a face that comes whenever people hear about that. But apparently it's not bad. I have not tried it, but he has, and he liked it.
Now, we might have this. Do you still have the recording?
I still have that. I'm not sure how I'll be able to seamlessly put it in, though.
Oh, okay. So, take two on hot Dr. Pepper. A friend of mine named Martin, who is not from Texas originally, but we're glad he's here. But he told me over Halloween that he found this Texas tradition of hot Dr. Pepper. And
growing up in Texas, yeah.
We both grown up in Texas. I've talked to all of my friends who've lived here forever. I mean, for as old as we are.
Right.
And none of them had ever heard of this. But okay, we played along, and we tried hot Dr. Pepper. What that is you take your Dr. Pepper, you put it in a saucepan or whatever, and you bring it up to just short of boiling. So steaming hot, okay?
Right.
And then you...
not boiling.
Serve it in a teacup or a coffee cup, and you... cut a nice large slice of lemon.
Apparently the lemon is the important part.
The lemon is important. And toss that in with the steaming cup of Dr. Pepper. And that's it. You're good.
Yep. Now, I grew up drinking Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper I called it the drink of the gods. But I can't drink it much anymore because, I'm old.
Yeah.
I've never once heard of this hot Dr. Pepper, ever.
Okay. So yeah, I took Martin's word at that moment, but I've done research since on the internet, if you want to believe this. Dr. Pepper is a Texas tradition.
Right.
It was invented right in Waco, Texas. Anybody who lives in Waco at any time at all knows this. And it was actually brought to market, I think, a year or more before Coca-Cola.
Right. Yeah. Dr. Pepper itself was invented back in the early 1800s, late 1800s and early 1900s. So that's a Victorian period.
Yes. So Dr. Pepper cold
is steampunk.
It's totally steampunk appropriate, or at least some recipe at one point was.
Right. The name, anyway.
So you can drink your Dr. Pepper. You can drink your Coke, really.
Yeah. True. And a couple years difference, yeah.
But not out of the can. That's not classy.
No. Never.
Okay, so that part is sort of true, Martin. I'll give you that. Where we got to hot Dr. Pepper was in the 1950s. The new CEO of the company was trying to sell more DP in the wintertime when it was too cold and people weren't drinking sodas, not drinking cold drinks.
Right, yeah. Who wants a cold soda in the middle of freezing winter? Yeah.
No, what they want is a hot soda.
Exactly.
No, not exactly.
Oh.
He went home and tried a number of colas or what have you, hot, and most of them were awful. Who'd have thunk? Just like you'd expect this to be. But he heated up the Dr. Pepper. Of course, it loses its fizz. But with that slice of lemon, he found it to be very palatable, and he enjoyed it quite a bit. Or at least that's what his marketing campaign said. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's a whole lot better than you'd expect it to be. I would drink it. Not everybody would. That's okay. I'm not here to sell Dr. Pepper. But
if you're looking for something warm to drink in a cold night,
it'll warm your hands. It's like a very sweet, hot spiced tea.
I can see that.
So if you like sweet tea, and you like a hot, sweet drink, this could work. I haven't tried it yet, but I bet a shot of bourbon in there would do quite well.
Oh, yeah.
What I have tried, I had a bottle of red wine that I wasn't too thrilled with. It was all right. But I went halvesies on wine and hot Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
And it turned it into a hot spiced wine flavor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that was really nice too. So if you like a mulled wine or a hot spiced wine sort of a drink, that's good too. So give that a shot. You probably have Dr. Pepper in your kitchen already. Don't tell Mom why you're getting the saucepan out. Just go to town.
So that sounds. I've not tried this. I may have to try this another time. I still think we need to get Ozzy on here with his mixology. And just go to town with his different drinks and have some fun with that. We might have some guests on that to help spread the love.
Ozzy, I will buy the ingredients, but come to the show.
All right. Do you even listen to us, Ozzy?
Hello, are you out there?
I'll message you on Facebook. I talked to you once on Facebook about being on the show, and you seemed agreeable.
He's a very busy man.
Yes, he is. He's very busy. He travels a lot with his mixology. I don't know, but yeah. So there's that. That sounds like a blast. What else do we talk about today? What's going on?
Do you have any favorite drinks that you go for?
I'm just a former rum and coke guy myself. That's pretty much when it comes to the drinks. We had what's a Pimm's? Pimm's cups.
It's the number one cup.
I like those. Those are Pimm's. I haven't had one in a while, but those are nice.
Have you ever tried Pimm's? In Radio Land. It is. It's its own thing.
It's Victorian.
It's a gin-based drink.
They have their own cup.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
No, it's referred to as a cup. I don't know. It's sort of a weird vernacular.
Yeah.
But it's its own sort of.
It's its own thing.
It's gin, but it's got other things in it. It's sort of a sweet. Brown thing, and you. I
was thinking of Moscow Mule cups. Never mind. That's what I was thinking. That's a different thing altogether too. It's like a drink that has wine cup, wine glasses, Moscow. Oh, never mind.
You
I diverse.
A Sprite or Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
A sweet lemon lime soda or ginger ale, and put Pimm's, maybe 1/3 Pimm's, 2/3 soda. So again, it's not a super alcoholic, mess you up kind of a drink, but it's really nice. I don't like gin generally, but that is worth trying out.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I tried it with you, I think we were at a steampunk convention in San Antonio when we were drinking Pimm's. It was a long time ago, but I vaguely remember that.
Were we at a bar where they suggested?
No, we were in a hotel.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Oh, sorry. But I mean, yeah, I think we drank some here and there, and we went around. It was fun. Yeah, I mean I'm not really a mixed drink guy, really. I mean, I'm a beer guy, Yeah.
I love a good beer.
But this, like I said, I'm liking this Guinness Punch, but that's beer essentially in there. There's beer in there.
Yeah. It's a strange thing. It's sort of a beer, but it was intended to be a
bread
food
a bread
substitute.
Yeah.
That's why they made the Guinness in the first place, so that Irish dock workers didn't have to stop for lunch. At least that's the story I have been told.
Okay.
They brought their Guinness and they threw it back around lunchtime, and they just kept going. That's what the whole beer is good, or Guinness is good for you campaign was about. Okay. And it's filled with nutrients and healthy vitamins and things.
Well, I didn't know that. I'll have to drink more of it.
Well, marketing.
Okay. I don't know. I think we talked enough about drinks for today. We'll save the rest of it for an Aussie episode.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I mean, I think we should move on.
You have been reading and...
Yes, I've been reading. Wow, we've already been 24 minutes.
I told you we could fill a lot of space with talk about nothing.
Why are you people still listening to us? I'm sorry. Keep listening. I read a novel. It is by... what was that? That was you. Stop beeping. Professor Moriarty novel, The Infernal Device. This is Professor Moriarty. You heard of Sherlock Holmes? Everyone's heard of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
If you know Sherlock Holmes, you should have heard of Professor Moriarty, his arch nemesis.
Ooh.
Well, this is a book pretty much centered around him, Professor Moriarty. Author is Michael Curlin. I liked it. It was a really good book. It was centered on Moriarty. He's not a evil man. He definitely works outside the law, which is Sherlock hates. but according to this book, I don't know anything about Moriarty other than what was in Sherlock. He was being a bad guy and all that. Sherlock's always chasing him. But this guy's take on Moriarty was he's more of a he's a scientist. He's just as smart, if not smarter than Sherlock. His main love was astrology. He wants to learn more about the stars. He wants to learn about science, basically, and his criminal doings and whatever. He's a consultant, whether he'll consult legal or otherwise. But yeah. In this book, The Infernal Device, he was hired by the Russian spy agency at the time, back in the 1980s something or other, to try to stop another Russian spy who went rogue, who's trying to sabotage the relations between England and Russia and start a war by killing the Queen. And they weren't trying to destroy England. It was not about England. England was just a device. They were trying to hurt Russia, which is weird. Well, it's a twist, because I'm used to every book I read in Victorian times, they're trying to destroy England.
Of course.
But so he's after this super spy, and it's a thriller mystery novel kind of thing, and it was good. As far as steampunk connection, well, we connected Sherlock to steampunk on occasion.
Yeah.
So Moriarty, is about that kind of connection. It's back in Victorian times. There was a experimental submarine that was stolen. So I mean, I guess it's steampunk adjacent. It wasn't quite steampunk, but it was close enough in my book for me. And I enjoyed it. There's several of them. It's a series of books. So far, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them listed. I've listed the first one. The second one's called Death by Gaslight. I'm assuming that's more mystery. But I liked it a lot. It was really good. So I recommend them. Michael Curlin, Professor Moriarty novel, The Infernal Device. It was good. And it's not too big. It was only about 250 pages, 250 pages. So it's a quick little read if you're a fast reader. So I highly recommend it. Steampunk, close enough. So close enough. If you like Sherlock, you'll like this. Sherlock does make a few appearances in there on occasion, but he's not a main character. He's just kind of on the side, popping in every once in a while on Moriarty. So that's that. What you have a book in your hand, I see.
I do, and I think it's interesting, to say the least, that you brought up Sherlock Holmes in your book, because I'm going to as well.
All right, awesome.
I am currently reading The List of Seven by Mark Frost. This has been shoved into my library for quite a while, and I finally pulled it out and said, I'm going to finish this darn thing, because it's quite dense. It
looks pretty thick.
400 pages of text, edge to edge of these pages, single spaced. It's
a thick book.
It's a lot of book. But it is the main character of this story is Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh, okay.
The writer of Sherlock Holmes. Obviously, this isn't about the real Arthur Conan Doyle because it is a work of fiction. But the main character is supposed to be this sort of poorly known writer who takes in a lot and sort of an inspector of his own, but not the brilliant inspector that Sherlock Holmes is. More like the guy he wishes was Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
And it never comes out and says that. That's not really the point. He's a easy character to write as sort of the intelligent but slightly bumbling guy that's carried along by the plot of this book, which is all about occultism and cults and
that's very Victorian.
Yeah, a very Victorian but real spooky, almost Lovecraftian group of mysterious cult members who are trying to kill him because he wrote stories about mystery cults that he'd made up that just came a little too close to the truth
and got their attention.
And they didn't like it. Okay. And now they want to take him out and shut him up. And so far, it is a lot of fun. A lot because of the style this writer has taken. I'm going to read a little bit just to see if this is any fun. Go for it. He was in the front room, had been throughout the evening, feeding the fire, absorbed in an obscure text. 45 minutes earlier, he had glanced up at the Petrovich woman ascending the stairs, the scrabbly scuttle of her Dachshund's claws dragging her back to an evening of heart-heavy sighs amid the torpid musk of skewed red cabbage. The doctor watched their spidery shadows flit by, dancing off the glazed floorboards under the door. There had been no envelope. I mean, it just gives you the idea of the sort of texture of this writing that's super fun. It feels very of a different age, very not modern. But I'm having a really good time with it, and it's definitely worth looking up. The List of Seven by Mark Frost.
I'll definitely be putting a link to that, like I do, on Facebook, on our page, Texas Steampunk Connection. Hey, how about that? So I've got a comic book series. Oh, this was a pretty decent one. It's by a comic. It's called Rough Riders by Aftershock Comics. Adam Glass and Patrick O'Leaf.
Is that Theodore Roosevelt?
That is Theodore Roosevelt. Yes, the Rough Riders. In this fictional past, definitely fictional.
Okay.
Theodore Roosevelt is kind of on his off time, on his free time. He goes around saving people. The opening page is him on a dirigible above a flaming building, in which he jumps on and saves a bunch of women. Children.
What part is the fiction?
The dirigible.
Oh, okay.
1898 is the opening page, and it's a big flaming building. He's on a flying dirigible, and he Batmans in and saves people.
Like a boss.
So I mean that's what he does in his free time on his off days.
This is while he's president?
No, this is before he's president.
Okay.
This is before he makes it the president.
More appropriate for our time.
Yeah, but I got this. I mean, I saw this and I had to have it. I mean, because we call ourselves the Roosevelt Adventuring Society. So he's basically that's our group of friends.
Traveling moniker or whatever.
And so it's a comic book about Roosevelt. I had to get it.
Of course, absolutely.
The whole premise of the series right now there's 7 issues out, and that was the end of the first storyline, I guess you can say. I think it's a continuing series. I think there'll be more after this, but the first storyline adventure happened here in the first 7 issues.
Let me see the cover of that last one.
Yes, he's in a steampunk Iron Man type outfit. That's Roosevelt.
Oh, wow. Steampunk Iron Man Roosevelt. I gotta go change my pants.
So he gets recruited by, I don't know if they were in the government or just a bunch of rich old men. I wasn't quite clear about that. Maybe. Yeah, so I mean, they were definitely a shadowy group of people, but something happened in Cuba that was threatening war, and they but they wanted it on a hush hush. They didn't want to send in the army, so they decided they call in Roosevelt, and Roosevelt's like, okay, I'll go take care of it, but I need to recruit a team, a specialized team, people with talent. Yes, so he gets the group together. He recruits Annie Oakley for her shooting. He recruits Harry Houdini for his sleight of hand and sneakiness.
Oh man, I need this.
He recruits. He recruits Edison for his technology.
Okay.
Then he recruits a couple people. I don't really know if they're real or not. I never looked them up. I probably should have done my research. He recruits this big man called Johnson. He's a boxer or a fisticuff fighter.
That's fine.
And he's basically the brawn of the group. And then this other guy, Eastman, Mr. Eastman. I don't know if he's real or not either.
What? You never heard of Eastman Kodak?
I guess that's him then. Okay. But yeah, he recruits this group of guys, and they go into Cuba to figure out what's going on.
Well, that part is based on some accuracy.
Yes.
Fighters to go into Cuba to beat up Cubans.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there are other. I mean, he went in kind of undercover, basically. They had a small contingency of army people, and he's supposed to be their commander. But the whole series, I mean, as it turns out, spoilers. I have to. It's gotta be spoilers, people.
Oh, you already spoiled it with that Iron Man.
That's true. Yeah, that's what made it steampunk. I mean, they're already carrying a bunch of steampunk weapons on the first cover.
I see that.
I mean, how is
they're all what do you call that? Grayscale, but brown.
Yeah. Sepia-tone,
except the guns,
right?
They're in full color.
Right.
Look at this,
shiny. And there's an alien gun there, and that's Annie Oakley with her gun. Edison with his electricity on that cover. He's gonna fin. Obviously, he gets into a big fight. He's in a big fight too. Yeah. Anyway, so turns out it's an alien invasion, but not just like big green men.
No, Cubans, illegal aliens.
So, but they're trying to keep it hush hush. They don't want it. Just like, I guess, like the government always does. They want to cover up the fact that there's aliens because they don't want mass panic and all that kind of stuff. So they want that. Yes, like Area 51, right? Or whatever real area they have it in. Roswell's just the cover. That's not even. There's nothing actually there.
Not anymore.
But. So yeah, they go into Cuba. There's a venture. There's aliens. The aliens are these little creatures that actually. Yeah, they take you. It's kind of like body snatchers, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, the only thing I did not like about this comic, there was one scene in there where they described General Custer, and the Indians, and apparently Custer wasn't really fighting Indians; he was fighting aliens. And the Indians were on his side as well. I didn't like that kind of revisionist rewriting there of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a good book and a good adventure. But that was just like a couple of panels that they talked about Custer briefly. They didn't dwell on it much. That irked me a little bit when I read that, but. It irked me enough that I have to mention it.
Yeah.
But I just I had to whistle past it and enjoy the rest of the book as it was. I highly recommend it. It's called, like I said, Rough Riders by Aftershock Comics. There's 7 issues out. I'm sure. I don't know if Aftershock does trade paperbacks or not. I hope they do. If not, I'm sure you can find it online to download if you want a digital comic. It was really fun. It was a fun comic. Highly recommend it. Like I said, right now there's 7 issues out. I think it's a continuing series, but the first story arc ended at number 7, so something new is going to happen from after number 8 on.
Let's talk about that for a little bit. Although this might be uncomfortable.
Okay.
Because so I'm in the middle of trying to write a system for a steampunk LARP.
Right. Yep.
But this goes toward steampunk LARP or RPGs or fiction, of any kind, and that's the fact that the real Victorian age or the real late 1800s was filled with uncomfortable truths about our conquest of America, and I say us being, us white people, slaughtering the native peoples who lived here, bringing over slaves. At this point, we had the Civil War and slaves were supposed to be freed, but, white society fought that at every turn. In Texas, if you aren't aware or don't live in Texas, it was like years before the black people here were notified that there was an emancipation and they weren't actually slaves anymore. So there's a second holiday called Juneteenth celebrating when they learned the news that the Civil War was over. And
I don't know. I'm going to have to say, because news did travel slowly back then. It's not like we had...
Even more slowly when you just...
That's true. Just like, we'll just put that aside for now.
These are not
comfortable truths.
They're not things we would like to include in a steampunk fantasy genre that we want to play in. I kind of get that, and I'm trying to write LARP backgrounds and cultural references for people who want to build characters, while tiptoeing across the fact that.
It's not very politically correct.
Sucked a lot, and that's not part of the sandbox I want to play in. But I don't know how to pretend that didn't happen. It's hard. So you're right. It is very awkward when you reach those plot points of disconnect with what you know to be real, and how do you deal with that as a writer?
I have no clue. I'm a firm believer that you got to know the past, or you're doing the repeat it kind of thing. But some people are afraid to talk about the past because it's politically incorrect to bring that stuff up, kind of thing.
Right.
And they rather just ignore it and act like it never happened.
And I'm certainly not suggesting that.
Yeah, I know, but that's what makes it hard. There's that fine line in there.
But we're also using steampunk as a place to play and a place to have fun, and those things are not fun. They're really uncomfortable.
I don't know. That's why, some people. I don't know. It's a hard. I don't know. It's a hard subject. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. I'd rather. Nowadays, if we're just playing, we probably don't need to bring it up at all. I guess if we're just having fun in a game, why bring that stuff up, kind of thing. But that's a discussion for other those topics are for discussions for other places, I guess.
Right. I don't want to have this serious discussion in the middle of a LARP. But I want to include interesting, good things that involve Native American cultures, that involve First Nation people, that involve African cultures that were brought over to America. And all of this sort of made the Wild West what the cool things that it is.
Yeah.
So how do you have those and not have them at the same time? It's real tricky.
I agree. It really is.
For me, I'm just going to have to write a chapter in the LARP saying, okay, here's real life, and basically have this conversation in the pages in a book that people will probably skip over, but it has to be put out there. It's like, I am not trying to
acknowledge or
disregard the fact that
there was struggle.
Terrible things happened, but I don't want to play there. But keep in mind, that
I agree. I understand.
This is where this game is a fantasy and not the painful reality that we know was there. It's yuck.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Like I said, that's why this comic just it skirted the line with me. That couple pages just kind of tweaked me a little bit. I'm like,
there was no warning. I think.
Yeah.
It was like, and then we were fighting aliens.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the last stand of Custard. He wasn't slaughtered by the Indians. It was aliens that did it, and the Indians are on his side, kind of thing. But since the government didn't want people to know about aliens, they just said the Indians did it, which is bad as well. But but that
too soon.
Yeah,
because it's always going to be too soon. At least in our lifetimes.
But yeah, so I mean that twinged me bad a little bit. But other than that, it was only a couple panels in the book. So I'm not disregarding the entire book because of that.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to bring this to our discussion for just this moment. I don't want to throw shade on this otherwise cool looking comic.
It was a good comic. But yeah, wow. Okay.
Okay, so I have another book.
All right, make it quick. We're at 45 minutes.
Okay.
Well, actually, we don't have a whole lot to talk about what's coming up in the month, so we have a little bit more time.
So that's okay, because I didn't read this book.
Oh, wow. There you go. Shouldn't take long at all.
No, not at all. But there's a Kickstarter. I think we talked about.
Oh, Kickstarter. I got a Kickstarter I got to talk about in a minute.
The Kickstarter was for a new novel that was coming out called Appleton Heights by George Wright Paget. And the Kickstarter was to have this big release party.
I saw that. It sounded really cool.
In this museum in Houston. And that was supposed to happen, I think, next week.
Yeah, that would have been awesome if it had happened.
It was yesterday, I think. But that Kickstarter did not meet its required funding, which wasn't high. I mean, he wasn't going crazy with his hopes to get money, but it just didn't. It didn't ring well with the Kickstarter community, and he wasn't able to fund it. So I ordered a book anyway because I wanted to. I like to support local authors. This guy is out of Houston. And George Wright Paget, I looked into him. He's written other books. This isn't his first rodeo, so I'm hoping, with experience, his books will get better.
Okay, yeah.
And so I picked this up.
Is this his first steampunk book?
I think so. I think this is the first steampunk book that Grey Gecko Press, who he writes for, has ever put out. I'll read the back real quick. New Year's Eve, 1901. 600 feet above the Atlantic Ocean, the platform city of Appleton Heights balances on massive, soot-covered metal stilts. A grisly double murder interrupts the party in the floating mansion of the city's most powerful man, and for reasons unknown, he coerces detective for hire T.H. Kipsey into taking the enigmatic case. So it feels like I said, I haven't read any of it yet.
It's a mystery.
It's like a detective noir novel in a steampunk setting, which will be fun. I mean, you and I have both enjoyed the detective noir style of Dresden's the Dresden Files, which is a modern magic genre, nothing to do with steampunk. So check that out too.
But you did write a steampunk book that I reviewed recently that was really good. The same guy, Jim Butcher, is the author.
And we both know we like Jim Butcher's style of writing thus far. So yeah.
So you're looking forward to that? Can be the next one on your list that you're going to read?
By George Wright Paget. I will be reviewing this
eventually.
So,
all right. Well,
check that out.
Since you brought up Kickstarter,
did I?
Yeah, you reminded me. I recently backed a Kickstarter called Empires of Steam, a steampunk themed strategy card game. I don't know if you people realize, but I like card games and I like steampunk card games. We reviewed like 3 of them so far.
And they've all been pretty good.
Yeah, Twisted Skies, Dastardly Dirigibles, and Mechanical Mayhem or Madness. Right. And 2 of them by friends of ours. Local people even.
Maybe 3 of them by the time, we end doing this. We can do some more friends.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so I mean, it's on Kickstarter. It's like I said, it's currently 12/11/2016, so December 11, 2016. As of this day, it has 31 days to go. This Kickstarter, so we got another month for this. They're asking quite a lot actually, so I'm hoping that means it's going to be very. A lot to it. A lot of cards, maybe nice artwork and stuff like that.
Hold on. Does that say they're asking?
Yeah, they're
$47,000.
Yeah, they are. They're asking for $47,000 or $47,633. I don't.
You didn't give it to them?
No, I only gave them a pledge for one deck, which was like $46. It was actually not that cheap,
Okay, but you're excited about this. Obviously.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's another card game, and I like card games. I don't even get to play the ones I have enough, but I want to play them.
Okay.
And it looks like they have a guy set up. They have a lot of cards. The art.
It kind of looks like a.
It's a deck building game.
Okay.
Basically, Empire of Steam. I mean, I think you win by whoever has the the most population at the end of the game. Your population of people, because you're building your empire, kind of thing. So that from what I can tell you get ships, you get buildings. You're building an empire. You're building your thing. It just looked fun. It looked interesting. I like those kind of games. I'm assuming there's combat involved as well. I think I saw combat cards. They even have how to play already here.
To play, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to win, simply have the greatest population. That's how you win.
Okay.
But yeah, so look it up. Back it if you think it's worth it.
Empire of Steam, a steampunk themed strategy card game.
Yep. I mean,
check it out. Sure.
Yeah. So check it out.
It costs you nothing to
look at it. Yeah.
Look at it and see the video.
But and I like once again I like to back and I like to promote and help out steampunk stuff, and Kickstarter, that's what it is. I mean, I don't think they're not a big corporation, so I like it. I mean, I like the idea of it. I want to do it. I unfortunately, I'm a little worried about how much they're asking for, and because they're not even close. But they still got 31 days. So
take the opportunity to check it out, see if it's of interest to you.
Yeah. So yeah.
Will it fund? It's funded.
Yep. Kickstarter is kind of weird that way. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it should be good. If I do get it, obviously I will play it and I will review it and let y'all know if it was worth it. But so far out of the games I've played, I've liked them all. The Dastardly Dirigibles, the Twisted Skies, and the Mechanical Madness. I liked them all. So far so good.
Okay. All right.
So there's that. I think that's everything for now. We're going to take a little small break and we'll talk real quick about what's coming up. There's not a whole lot coming up to talk about. We're in the middle of December. In 2 weeks, it's Christmas Day. I don't know if we're going to record on Christmas Day. We might record the Monday after, so we might be a day late. My plan is I ordered a Steam chest, which is like Loot Crate, but for steampunks.
Right. We'll talk about.
I'm gonna open it. Yeah, I'm gonna open it. I'm not gonna open it until we record. I'm gonna record while opening it, so you'll get my reaction. What's going on?
And I ordered one too, so we'll be opening both of them.
Right.
Maybe the same thing in both boxes. I don't know.
Probably. I ordered one with a T-shirt, so I'll probably have one.
I ordered one without a T-shirt.
So we'll see if they're different. Other than that,
and hopefully they come in. I hope they come in.
Yeah, they should come in soon. So that'll be our Christmas presents to ourselves. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we can actually video that as well. So
Video?
maybe we'll see. Yeah, or we can just just focus down here below our not really our heads, just under the chin or something. Just focus on the box. But yeah, that's I'm not sure I'm gonna do that, but maybe. So something to look forward to, possibly. Maybe
It depends on if it shows up.
Yeah.
If not, we'll have to have another one of these. We're talking about nothing.
Right. Sorry. I mean, we try to be entertaining, right? I mean, hey, a couple of books, comic book series. We did okay.
Uncomfortable facts.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Okay, we're back.
How come I never get to say we're back?
Oh, sorry. You want me to?
Hey, we're back.
Go ahead.
It's too late.
Maybe next time.
You lied.
Well, I'm looking at the clock and the counter, and I'm the one who knows when to start. So if you want to sit in this seat, that's fine.
No. Too late.
So yeah, we're talking what's going on in steampunk in December of 2016. So if it's already January or 2017, 2018, if it's in any other year other than 2016, you probably don't need to listen to the rest of this.
Unless you find us just so fascinating and entertaining.
And who?
Which we are.
Maybe we'll start talking about something else that you might be interested in, but we shouldn't do that here. That's what the rest of the podcast is for.
What are we going to talk about?
What's coming up on December 16th and 17th? There's a show called Krampus, A Haunted Christmas. It may not be steampunk, but it sounds like fun.
Traditional Christmas Krampus legends are traditional, and Victorians love traditions.
Yes.
Really grasping for straws
it's
here.
An excuse to dress up and go to a show. We've done that a few times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to look. I'm going to have to say it. The Tesla Requiem show, it's sold out, and we weren't able to get tickets, so we're not going to be there. I'm hurt. I'm crying.
Did we even get to talk about that last time?
We mentioned it, yeah. We said we were going to try to go. We said we were going to go, and we didn't. We're not going to make it because we couldn't get tickets.
Requiem for Tesla apparently is a great show.
Yes.
It's sold out.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll talk about it now. We're going to talk about Krampus, A Haunted Christmas, which is in Austin. Ever wonder what happens to, haunted houses when it's not Halloween? They put out shows like this. I'm going to read the details. Krampus has kidnapped not only the bad, but the good children for Christmas. Good. Okay, I put that in. Travel through his twisted Christmas tale of terror and encounter all your favorite Utah characters of your childhood. Krampus, A Haunted Christmas is a one-of-a-kind, holiday-themed haunted house event taking place one weekend only. Come see Krampus the nights of December 16th and 17th at the Austin House of Torment Haunted House. That sounds fun. It sounds sort of like a Christmas Carol, only crazier, probably. I have never been to the House of Torment because I don't know, your blood and gore and guts haunted houses that
not your thing.
It's not really intelligent, scary, and that's what I kind of had expected from the House of Torment, but I could be wrong because I've never been. And this sounds like, it's themed. It's got maybe plot and characters and interesting things. So this sounds fun. To my knowledge, it is not sold out. I hope.
That's next weekend. Yeah.
Next weekend.
This coming weekend. Next weekend. Say it's Sunday. It'll be next Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
So we'll put a link right there in the Facebook group. It goes from they're running the haunted house from 7 p.m. till 11. I'm sure you're not going to be there for the whole thing, right? You just run through. I don't know.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
The next thing we're coming up is on the 20th, Tuesday. It is our monthly Gears and Beers. It's going to be slightly different because we're not going to be in the room because it's already booked for something else. Correct. But we're going to meet there anyway on the patio.
Right. And hopefully, like today, the weather will be kind to us and we won't freeze our butt off. So lately we've been having a fairly small turnout of 12, 15 people. So the outdoor patio is a perfectly good place for us to fit.
Yep.
This Tuesday, we're planning what did we call it?
The re-gift gift.
The re-gift gift thing. Here's the concept. You have been given a gift or gifts in the past from your aunt, uncle, cousin who loves you, but maybe doesn't know quite what you're into or what DVDs you already own. So you've got this thing, this movie or
a book or
ugly sweater that is brand new, it's perfectly good, but it's just not it's not for you. But the whole family knows you have it, so you can't re-give it to anybody else because Aunt Rose gave the same thing to everybody, or something. I don't know. So bring it to the steampunk meetup and swap it for somebody else's thing they can't re-gift to anybody else.
Yeah, it's not quite a white elephant thing, but it's a similar concept.
Yeah, it's sort of a gift swapping. You can give away, trade, do whatever you want. I'm frankly looking forward to getting out of my house some perfectly good products and items that are just taking up room that I don't need. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Right.
Maybe even like costume pieces that you've used for steampunk that maybe, too many fruitcakes have left. Not quite as functional for you anymore. Costume swaps are awesome at all times.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
That's our monthly Gears and Beers here in Austin, Texas. In case you're listening elsewhere, it's at Sherlock's Pub, North Side. So. Yep. If you're local, come on down and join us. If you want to drive from Dallas or anywhere else, you're welcome to. I don't know why you would want to. But
it's a Tuesday night, a weeknight. I don't think it's I don't want to disappoint anyone.
Yeah.
After a 3-hour drive to hang out. Yeah. I don't know. But your call. But we do have a good time.
Yeah. What else? There's, I think.
Well, that's it for December because
we're already middle of December now. So
then the holidays are upon us, and there's not barely time enough to record another show before Christmas.
Then. Yeah. Once again, yeah, you've heard, if you're continuing listening, we may or may not record in 2 weeks, which is on Christmas Day.
I want to, though.
He wants to. I'll be in San Antonio with my family, but by that time I'll be ready to come back.
It might be a little late.
Yeah.
We might have it out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I recorded the Monday or whatever, but we'll figure something out. Anyway, so a little bit into next month, we'll mention a few things. There's January 22nd. This one looks really fun. Mimosas by Moonlight at the Steam Train, Austin Steam Train. Mm-hmm. I don't know much about it, but apparently it's going to be at night. It's a steam train. There's mimosas. Sounds fun. We've been on this train before and had a good time.
Yeah. The Austin Steam Train is not in Austin.
Right. It's actually in Cedar Park.
Right. Which is just somewhat north of here. And it drives through the hill country. It's like a 3-hour tour out to not Maynard. Some little town,
yeah.
And then it turns around and comes back.
But it's a cool train ride. It's gonna be at night. I don't know how much you can actually see at night in the country.
That's not the point.
Right. There's mimosas.
To dress up in Victorian costume and be seen
and drink mimosas. But yeah, we've taken this ride once or twice, if I remember.
We've done it twice. Once there was a
it was a whodunit mystery thing, yeah.
and another time was
just for the fun of it, wasn't it?
yeah.
And people they seem to we walk up and down the train cars, and people are like, they think we're part of a show or something half the time, but
we're not walking up and down the train cars to get attention. We wanted to see
the train.
What's in the train,
but we got attention.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good time. It's an excuse to get out and be seen. So I think we should probably consider actually doing this since we're talking about it.
And mimosas.
So that's it.
Anything else?
There was what was it? There was going to be a play test that was supposed to happen this weekend, but it was canceled because of the weather last weekend.
They put it at the beginning of February.
Oh yeah, so never mind. We'll talk about that later.
And so at the moment, we don't know of anything else happening in January. There will be another third Tuesday at Sherlock's Pub, but I haven't even set that up yet because I don't know what we're doing.
And we'll probably record one or two more times before then anyway. Yeah.
But I'm confident that January will fill itself out, and we'll probably have more to talk about.
Yeah. I see a White Ghost Shivers show. They're fun. That's on the 13th.
There's sort of a rockabilly swing band.
Yeah, they're fun.
Texas swing. They're high energy. Look them up on YouTube. Watch or listen to some of their music. It's pretty cool.
Right, but yeah, we'll record a couple more times. Like I said, we got another one in 2 weeks before January. We'll maybe some more things will happen or start being posted and stuff. So that should cover it for this time. Not as exciting as the last two, I realize, but hey, we try, we work. If you know anything, tell us, talk to us on Facebook. If you have something steampunk happening, let us know.
If you have comments about the show you just listened to, if
yeah.
you have other recipes for ways to get drunk, or something we said offended you,
talk to us.
Let us know.
Yeah, talk to us. We will converse back. We're not going to just ignore you.
Unless you're really mean about it.
Well, then we'll just tell you're being mean.
Oh.
I will anyway. Stop being mean. Don't be mean. The more conversation we get, the more we can do, the more we know. If there's something you want us to talk about, if there's a book out there that you want me to read, please let it be a good book. I'll attempt it.
Intentionally give us bad books. That's mean. Don't be mean.
Right? Or if you see
funny, but it's mean.
If you see something and you're not sure it's steampunk, ask us, and we'll put our 2 cents in. Whether or not we're not necessarily perfect or know everything's steampunk, but we're trying.
We're not experts, but we'll pretend we are.
Yes, we'll put in our opinions, whether you want them or not. Well, actually, if you asked, then obviously you wanted it. I want conversations happening. I want people to talk to each other. Talk to us, please. Okay, enough of that. So, until next time, mind your gauges.
This has been the Texas Steampunk Connection. Music was Doc Brown's Cakewalk by Charles L. Johnson, recorded back in 1899.
Be sure to give us a like at our Facebook page, Texas Steampunk Connection,
where you will find links to related topics on this episode.
Thanks for listening. Until next time, mind your gauges.
Hey, we're back. Are we back?
Yeah.